Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913 and we are Let's Playing SaGa Frontier 2 in the last episode. At the Battle of Hahn Nova, Charles lost to the Fake Gustave. And now we have a choice. We can continue with David's tree, David Kelvin slash David. Well, actually it goes Gustave, Kelvin, David. Anyways, we can continue with his journey, or we could continue with Ginny's journey, or Ginny, Jin. Anyways, whatever. Anyways, in the timeline, the official timeline, the Battle of Hahn Nova happens, and then to Gustave's stronghold, where Ginny ends up going to Hahn Nova. Now, in this walkthrough that I'm following, or the timeline, this one person suggests that we do the Battle of South Mountaintop first, because it's highly recommended that you have a safe save before the northern continent, as this point is the point of no return. If you're too weak for the monsters in either that event or the last megalith, you'll be a little choice to start over, which I shouldn't have a problem. After to Gustave's stronghold, you'll have access to Labols, which you can level up. So yeah, pretty much after that we'll do our thing. But pretty much, so anyways, with the Battle of South Mountaintop, it's pretty much the end of the Gustave tree, and after that there'll be no more fighting or whatever, or there'll be no more Gustave, story to tell. But the thing about the Battle of South Mountaintop is it is notoriously very, 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 very hard. Probably the hardest tactical battle in the entire game, and one that I can think of ever. It's really, 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 really hard. It's so hard. So I'm going to skip that for now, and we're actually going to go to Gustave's stronghold, because this is actually where we left off with Ginny, and also it chronologically goes in order. And I'm not too worried about I'm really not too worried about not being strong enough, because I plan on leveling quite a bit between here and the end of the game. So anyways, let's head to Hahn Nova with Ginny's party. So this is the only time that we can ever come to Hahn Nova, and this is pretty much where, we'll actually be able to buy items and stuff through our plan that we did way back when we were when Gustave made the city. Now, as you remember, I did make 3 steel areas, so we're gonna have a lot of good steel things to purchase. What's with the old man and the girl? We're recruiting troops, so we can't accept them. Yeah, so Lord Gustav is providing food for women, children, and the elderly. Now we play as Ginny, and now we get May, we get Roberto, treating me like I'm senile. So this is Hahn Nova. Seems like they're overly cautious. Yeah, seems like it. So let us look at, and the music here is pretty amazing too. Anyways, let's look at our new character here, who I think personally we get way too late. Like, Will, here's pretty much gonna be my group for the next part. But yeah, we got May, Manithia, or whatever her name is, the Blitz, which attack full force without defense, shield, and evasion success rate down, which is fine. But yeah, I'm gonna use her for now. So let's look at her. She comes with a rock axe. She comes with a ranger bow, red hood, caster cloth, and fur boots. So what I'm going to do with her is give her this caster robe. Instead of a red hood, I'm going to give her a gem band. Instead of a fur boots, I'm going to give her a coral ring. And I'm going to give her a fire charm. So there we go. And for abilities, she has stuff, martial arts. I'm never using that with her. Axe. She's pretty much going to focus on axes. A lot of axes. So, Blast Trinity. This stuff is going to be different when I do my thing later. So don't worry about it too much. And then we'll give her Firestorm and Life. There you go. Now with Will here, I'm actually gonna get rid of pretty much. I'll keep those. I will get rid of this. And for Will, I'm just gonna give him the hybrid arts down here. And yeah, he's gonna be a monster with these. He's gonna be a monster. You thought who, like, seriously? He's probably my favorite old character in any RPG. Granted, we did start off with him young, but now that he's really old, 85. Besides Tella from Final Fantasy IV, there is no other awesome old man than this guy. Anyways, I'm pretty much just gonna keep this on, but I am gonna take these two off. Well, actually not yet. Eventually I will. So welcome to Hahn Nova. We got some nice music. And so let's check out what we have here. So let me explain a couple of things to you. We can purchase some good gear here, like the Paladin Sword, which is one of the best swords in the game. It's a steel sword. The only problem about the Paladin Sword, at least for this generation, the 3rd generation, Gustave here, these two items cannot be removed, and he's our swordsman, so there's really no point in buying swords unless you're going to buy them for New Game Plus. Now, with New Game Plus, how that works, I'll just quickly go through it, just really quick. Pretty much you keep any of your arts that you learn. You get to keep all the rolls. All the rolls that you learned, you get to keep those. What else do you get to keep? You get to keep I think you get to keep items and stuff. I don't know about the stuff that's equipped, but I think you get to keep the items. What else do you get to keep? I don't know what else you can keep, but pretty much like all this stuff. So it's a good idea to buy some things if you're planning on doing a New Game Plus. I'll probably show off some of the benefits of doing a New Game Plus, like maybe I'll fight some of those really hard monsters that I couldn't defeat this time around. But yeah, so New Game Plus, Paladin Sword would be terrific. You could give that to Gustave and in the beginning of the game, and he could really, really destroy. Who's another character who has swords? You give it to SaGa, you can give it to Rich, you can give it to other people. Now the only thing about it is that you'll lose a lot of your SP, which in Gustave's case doesn't really matter. Anyway, since he was called Gustave the Steel, you know, I made a bunch of blacksmithing districts, but you can fart around with whatever ones you want. So let's come over here to the central blacksmithing district. One thing that I'm kind of sad about is that they really don't have they have a paladin spear, which is really, really good. Probably one of the best spears in the game. As you can see, it's really, really good. I'm actually going to pick one up. I'm not going to be using it. Like, the thing about it is with Will here, I could give him actually the Beast Lance if I want. But as you can see, the ice is 25 and it's a water quell. If I gave him this paladin thing, pretty much knocks his SP in half, plus no SP regain. You know, he can't gain any SP, so that really sucks. But it does bring up his attack by a ton. But what I'm going to be doing is holding on to that spear for New Game Plus. But yeah, so the only bad thing is that they don't have any steel axes. There is one axe that I think we do get eventually that's a golden axe, and that's pretty much an infinite thing. But the attack power on it isn't very good. So yeah. And then finally, you can this stuff is not that good. Night Shield isn't too bad, but the shields that I have now are actually a little bit better because they block other things as well. But One thing you might also consider buying is the Paladin bow, which is actually one of the best bows in the game. For New Game Plus, that would be really good for Raymond. And yeah, even though his spells would go down, his attack power would be unbelievable. And yeah, it'd be pretty nice. Let's see what else. So that's pretty much it. I thought that there was like extra items that you get if you added 3 blacksmithing districts, but I guess I'm wrong. So maybe next time when I play, I'll see if I can do different districts and maybe show those off. I don't know how much in detail I'm gonna do New Game Plus. So pretty much here, this is right after the battle of. This is pretty much after the battle of Hahn Nova, as these guys are coming back from victory. So yeah, now Will is very frightened. We've got a rat problem. And look, Sargon's gonna take care of us, please. Please, Sargon. Alright, so welcome to Gustave's, we're running away from Gustave's stronghold. And let me just show you a couple things I'm going to be doing. I'm pretty much going to be leveling up here. Bringing up my characters. But yeah, let me show off a couple of abilities that I got. So sadly, I am actually going to take another... I do apologize. I am going to be taking another, like, couple days off of this game. Of uploading it just so that I can level up like a mother. Like a motherfucker. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I want to level up really, really good. So that I don't have to worry about... Because there's... After I level up here, I'm going to probably level up one other spot, and then I'm pretty much done leveling. And I'll explain what my goals are between here and the next episode. And actually, for the next episode, I'll probably show you how... I'll probably show you how to, what is it? I'll probably show you how to, like, level up in an area like this. Pretty much, you're gonna look for the weakest enemies. You're gonna cast Regenerate, and you're going to, just sit back and let your shit come back. Sit back, turn after turn. But yeah, let's keep fighting. But yeah, Will is amazing. Even now, he's so spry, I guess, would be the word I would use. Which is unbelievable that he's this good even now at 85. Now, really, the only thing lost to Will, I think, is his HP. That's really the only thing I think that's the only thing I think that has been negatively affected by his age. So let's come in here, and I want to get rid of some items because we got a lot of nice items here. Let's get rid of the bow here. Alright, so we get a wild rose, which I believe is a bow as well. Yeah, tree tool. Snake staff, that's alright, that's a staff. 8,000 crowns, and a Hydra suit, which is good. Hail Hydra! Let's get rid of... I think I'm going to get rid of the steel armor because I get a better one. And I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. Hydra suit, very nice. And heavy armor. Now, Hydra suit is going right to Will here. It does boost his defense. And it's pretty much the same. The nice thing about, granted his max defense won't be as high as you'd like it, but, you know, it gives you an opportunity to take this stuff out. Anyways, these flame charms and cross branches, I'm going to switch because I have a fire flake, which is a flame and tree tool. So that pretty much, that's 2-in-1 thing there. And I'm going to equip a hyper water, maybe? I don't know. Sure. Now this might be different from when I come back, but yeah. So there we go. We got some nice treasures. Well, what do we have to deal with here? You cannot hide. Special forces, get them. So apparently now the special forces are after us. Ooh, these are not the same enemies that I fought last time. I actually fought some different enemies. They were like the dragon guys and something else. These guys are just as scary. Pretty much the best fear ability in the game right there. I might need it, but I don't want it. Oh, come on, game. But yeah, the battles are so much fun, I don't mind showing them. They're sweet battles. I wish that she would learn Grand Slam. And then after this, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be working on. And how I plan on working on it. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, 414. So, pretty much Will's HP took a beating during old age. But he's still strong as hell, man. He really is. I figured that he'd be going up, but you know what do you expect? He's an old man. He can't go up like he used. You know, he can't go up levels and shit like he used to as a youngin. So yeah, I'm gonna have two people working on axes, although. You know, in the grand scheme of things, probably Axis isn't the... Well, no, I was going to say Axis is probably not the best to go with for Prim. Probably would be better off using Spears with her. And then have May here use Axis. she's like the she's like the, no, I was gonna say she's like the rebirth of Tyler, but that's not really true. Alright, so what do I plan on doing, you're asking? Oh, come on, game. Alright, this will be the last one, then I'll explain what I'm going to do. And hopefully I can do this and not take forever. Because these ant commanders have a lot of HP, so they're really good to fight against in order to gain ability, or at least they're really good to do stuff too. Like learn, or like gain HP and stuff. Now sadly you won't be learning too many abilities at this point. The best time to learn abilities is solo fighting, but the thing about it is you can still spark abilities. You still have the opportunity to spark abilities, which is nice. Sadly with the axe there is no sparking because I know all of them. With, let's use something a little less. And with, what is it? Something else. I forget what the hell. Yeah, swords is almost learned. I only need one ability there. Spears, there's a couple. There's two. And then, staves, I need to learn one thing. Man, Will is gaining a lot of HP here. Alright, so let me show you what I plan on doing. Between next battle, or next time I see you, or next time I upload a video, what I plan on doing, pretty much just keep going with Ginny here. I'm gonna get her HP up. I'm gonna get her staves and the tree up, because that'll really help with Gale Strike, which is pretty much Titan Time is the strongest one, but Gale Strike is a lot cheaper, and she has more SP than she does weapon points, so that's what I plan on working on. With Will, I'm just going to pretty much try to get his HP up as much as I can, and also learning different ability, or getting different abilities. I think one of these I can get rid of. I think one more. Wave Thrust I don't need. Anyways, yeah, so I'll pretty much be bringing his HP up, trying to get that to near 500. Spears I want up, and any spells that I can, possibly. With May here, or Maynithia, I want to get her axes up to at least 30, and fire up a little bit if possible. What else? With Gustav, pretty much just bringing up swords, gonna keep trying to learn Soul Hymn, and yeah, so let me also show off, let me show off what I want to do with, I might actually make her a spear user, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, with these two, just keep working on, I might keep working on axes for a little bit. But with her, with Maynith also working on axes, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe. But, yeah, because I only have a certain amount of axes that I can use here. You know what I mean? And then Roberto, I'm just going to keep trying to pump away with learning, bringing up his spells and shit. So, I might actually, yeah, no, I'll keep that stuff on. But yeah, so I'll be working on spells and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to stop the video here. In the next episode, I will hopefully be back. But, oh yeah, so what I'm going to do is just pretty much go back and forth between here and there and just fight enemies. So that's pretty much it. So this has been Kenshin1913. I will see you in the next episode where hopefully I'll be powered up enough. Because the thing is, well, I'll explain later, but I want to get Maynith up, or whatever the hell her name is, Maynithia, up just a little bit so that I can pretty much have her all set for, because I'm not going to use her a lot, and I'm probably not going to use Prim as much, but I still want to get her a little more powered up, which would be nice. So anyways, this has been Kenshin1913. I'll see you later. Bye.